Alright folks, hello, welcome back. I've got a massive review for you today on the heels of Adepticon. We've got 4 items to go over, 2 of the new premium miniatures, and 2 force packs. So like they say on the AK Operators Union, enough with the bullshit talk. Let's go with this one first. So we got the new premium Wolverine. If you've seen my previous reviews, my hopes initially were not high, but some of the artwork looks like we might actually get some new arms for this. So while I don't think it's going to be worth $14, it might be worth taking a look at. Let's have a gander, shall we? You got lots of pieces. It looked like one of those pictures that I saw, the Wolverine had a rack 5, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. What do we got here? Oh man, look at that mold line. You can see that from space. Okay, well, we're off to an auspicious start here, folks. Looks like your standard Wolverine torso. Okay, detail's pretty good. I mean, looks like a pretty good mold until you turn this around and you see this, which is really, really just bad and obnoxious. Normally, if my mold lines are hidden, I don't waste time, or too much time anyway, cleaning them up. This is going to be an absolute necessity to go over with a hobby knife. So, okay, we got that. So let's lay this bad boy out. We got our base here, Wolverine. So we've got one left leg, we've got one right leg, we've got 2 right legs, we've got 3 right legs. Oh my god! Wait, is this accurate? Okay, we'll get this sorted out first, and then we'll come back. 1, 2, 3 right legs, 1 left leg, a body. There's 1 right arm. It looks like your normal AC5 right arm. It looks like your normal AC5 left arm. Now, there's not a variant of the Wolverine that has AC5s on the right and left arm. I know that's what you're thinking. In the lore, there are left and right-handed pilots, and they can set their mechs up for preferences. Okay, so we've got... Oh, guys, this is not looking great here. This is not looking great, folks. Okay. And yeah, that's everything. Let's take a closer look at these just to make sure. Now these are, folks, it's oops all AC5s. Okay. All right. So what we have here yet again is one variant of the Wolverine. I think the 7 Romeo. And if you throw this arm on here and this arm on here, yeah. You've got the same Wolverine that comes in the Game of Armored Combat. Last I saw, I think I got my I bought a couple for the minis inside. I think I got my last Game of Armored Combat box on sale for like, I want to say even $50. So that's like a little more than 3 times the cost of this. And you get 8 mechs and all the accoutrement inside. Now, occasionally, Catalyst will sell just the mechs. And I can't remember what the pack they call, reinforcement or some bullshit. But that's like $30. And you get 8 mechs. So twice the price of this, you get 8 times the mechs. All this is, folks, is a stock Wolverine. You can just choose if you want your pilot to be left or right-handed and what pose to be in. Oh, God, look at that. Look at that flashing. You got to go in there and... I guess it's not too big of a deal, but my God. Premium indeed. Yeah, normally I would expect something like this, but the pictures I saw, I don't know what it was. Oh, and you can only do one. There's only 1 right leg. You have 3 left legs and 1 right, so Jesus Christ. The pictures I saw, and I don't know if this is just my eyes deceiving me or what, but I could have sworn I saw a picture of this with a rack 5 on the arm. But it wasn't. You're just getting another Wolverine that you can throw into different poses. So, that's pretty much par for the course. There's your Wolverine. I don't know, unless you're really into, like, unless you're a lefty and, like, you're, like, in some sort of, like, left-hand supremacist faction, and you think of the left-handed people are the superior humans on the planet Earth, and you want to show that in tabletop, Hey, this is the mech for you. Otherwise, just throw it in the trash. All right, so moving on to the Novacat. I have no expectations for this. I have zero expectations for this. Let's change that song.
Back when I was in the academy.
Okay, we'll do this one. This is a funny song. Alrighty. So, we've got our base. We've got our Novacat body. Let's check this out. Okay, so the mold lines are under here. That's fine. A little scrape of a hobby knife will take that off, and for the most part, that's pretty well hidden. So that's pretty good. The detail is okay. All the recesses are a little bit more shallow than you're gonna find. Oh, okay, so that's not a circle. Hold on a second. Let's just take a random arm real quick. Interrupting my. So I'm opening this with you. This is my first time seeing it. That's why I'm kind of doing stream of consciousness here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that slicks back real nice. No, yeah, you're gonna have to open that hole up a little bit, because what we have here is a circle and what we have here is an oval. We got a little bit squished, so now I'm kind of spoiling one of the weapon loadouts, but if you even give a shit. Okay. So that's gonna take a little work. With a little hobby knife just to kind of zip around there as well. All right. That's the torso. Fuselage, whatever you want to call it. All right, we've got, I think these are, you know what? I'm not going to bullshit you. Let me pull up Sauna real quick, because I had this pulled up, and we're going to take a look together at what these this armament is. So we need to go to Sarna, Novacat. A true professional would have had this already ready, but what you folks are getting what you're getting is raw emotion and unboxing, and I think that's worth more than professionalism any day. Or so I tell myself. Let's see. Okay, so these are three. We're gonna need 3 ER large lasers. We're gonna need 2 ER PPCs. So we got those. This is your standard complement. Your standard configuration, actually, I think. Yeah, so this is your standard configuration that's on the Novacat Prime, the one that comes in one of the clan boxes. Okay, cool. So we got that. And what else do we have here? We've got... Oh, we got 3 more large lasers. And we've got... Oh, look, 2 more ER PPCs. So I guess if you want to do... Let's see, there's the torso. We've got 1, 2. Okay, so at least we have 2 leg options per leg. So that's better than 4 and 1. I don't know what they were thinking with the Wolverine. Okay, so let's look at configurations here. Alpha, 4 large lasers to a targeted computer for increased accuracy, 14 additional heat sinks. Keep that cool with jump jets. So I guess you could paint these up as jump jets if you wanted to. And if you want to do the 4 large lasers, you could pop these, which are the ERPPCs in the original configuration, but you could pop these in, and whatever colors you use for your large lasers, if you're a MechWarrior 4 guy, you'll do red. My whole gaming group, some of them are new players, so we kind of standardized on the MechWarrior 5, so medium lasers are green. So you can just paint all these green, and you've got an alternate configuration alpha. Okay, cool. So that's at least one alternate configuration we can make out of this. Configuration Bravo has LRMs, nope. Configuration Charlie has an Ultra AC5, nope. Delta LB 10X, nope. Echo, nope. Foxtrot, let's see here. A pair of large pulse in its right arm. Medium lasers, double heat sinks, ECM. Is that all it's got? The 2 large pulse lasers? Where its left has 3 medium pulse. Oh, okay. So configuration Foxtrot. So configuration Foxtrot is, let's see here. Right arm is 2 large pulse lasers, and left arm is 3 medium pulse lasers. Okay. So you could do that. Oh, that's the wrong one. You could do that. Nope. We're getting there. You could do that. You see, okay, you get the gist. you could do this, which is basically the same as the original configuration. You just print out a card for configuration Foxtrot. So really, I'm not even going to count that as another configuration you can build. And honestly, looking like, yeah, configuration Tango is 2 ERPPCs and 3 large pulse lasers. So really, you get the ability to cosmetically do one new variant, which is Configuration Alpha, which would be one of these in each arm. So it's definitely more worth it than the Wolverine. It's nowhere near worth the money you're going to pay. So again, unless you're just like gaga for the Novacat Alternate Configuration Alpha, I would absolutely skip this. Again, Catalyst, like you have the opportunity here. If you had thrown in a second torso and a second hip joint, and we could have built 2 of these monsters of different configurations, and maybe exchanged one of the tri-laser arms for like the 6-pack LRM-15 or 2 of those. Like, I don't know, man. You could have done a lot with this. There are so many cool configurations of the Novacat, and it's like you looked at all of them and said, yeah, those are all really cool, but let's give them like just the same thing that they already have, but they could pose it. This could have been, man, if this had been Configuration Bravo, it's got, what is it, 3 LRM-15 packs in each arm? Dude, that would have been so cool, but you didn't do that, so that's a missed opportunity. So we got the bullshit out of the way. We now have the other Davion pack. This is the House Davion Cavalry Lance. If you saw my previous review, which I think maybe 100 of you did, so thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. And if I saved even one of you money from buying this filth, this garbage, this absolute trash, then I did my job. But it's not all bad news. Sometimes they come along and they do something really cool. And the House Davion Cavalry Lance, let's enunciate here, is one of those really cool things. Because this has a couple mechs that I really like, and one of them that I'm super excited about. So let's see if I can get these right without looking at the back. I know this is an Enforcer, and I believe it's a new variant. I hope it is. It's hard to tell. I have to go get my other Enforcer out and look. I'm not sure if this is a new variant or not. Either way, I always love Enforcers. I think they're great little Zakus you can throw on the tabletop. They fulfill a role, and they fulfill that role well. This is the one that I was super looking forward to. I'm a big MechWarrior 4 fan. This is the Hellspawn. I love asymmetric mechs, so this is definitely going to go into a Lance with the Thanatos, the Argus, and we'll find something else with some asymmetry to go in there. This is a super cool mech, though. I really like it. The mold looks really cool. They didn't have to redesign it too much. It looks like it just walked out of MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries. I absolutely love this mech, so that's super cool. Next, we've got this little goblin. This is one I don't know. I think this is a Ill Clan era, and I really don't like the Ill Clan era very much. A gunsmith, okay. So, you know, we'll paint him up. My games table group is kind of J.J. Abramsing the timeline post-3067, just so we can use the new designs without the horrible storytelling, and we can tell our own story. So that's what we're doing there. It's a good looking model, though. It's really cool. I have no idea what kind of weapons it rocks, but it's got that almost xenomorph looking head like the Hatchet Man. It's got some like centaur looking legs. It's a cool design. I really like it. You know, I talk shit because I love the property and I love like the IP, and I think some things this company has done very well, others they have not. But you know, if you love someone, you tell them the truth, right? So this is the Legionnaire, and it was in, I can't remember the book. It's the book that takes place at the very beginning of the Jihad, I think on New Avalon. And it's the one where the Legionnaire makes its debut. Of course, if you read the Dark Age books, I got about halfway through the Dark Age and gave up. The first book by Stackpole is really good, though, Ghost War. It's more of like a slow burn spy novel, and the main character drives one of these bad boys, a Legionnaire, I believe. And then at the end, he gets a Mad Cat Mark III. I don't know. I can't remember. There's a Legionnaire in that book, though. So it looks like we could do 2 variants of the Legionnaire. We've got one that I know. Let's see, is this the right way to go in? Yeah, it's got to be. Okay, so let's pop this in real quick. Okay, so it's got one with some sort of cannon or laser. I don't know what it is. I'd have to look it up. But the other one that we all know and love is the Rack 5, and that's this mech's only weapon. It's just a running Rack 5, which, you know, I can respect that. It's pretty cool. It's super fast. It's got these like exposed link belts up here. So it's a terrible design in terms of practicality and being a fighting machine, but as far as how it looks awesome. It looks very industrial, very thrown together. Like, we have to put this gun on top of this mech, just build me a frame and do it, and they did, and it's very cool. So I'm definitely gonna be doing this option. It's the classic Rack 5, classic Legionnaire from the 2 books that I've read that it's been in. Very cool. I'm probably gonna get copyright struck for this song, so let's okay, let's switch. Alrighty, so that's the House Davion Force Pack out of the way. Very cool. So now both Davion packs are released. I was very happy with both of them. All the Civil War era Davion mechs that I wanted are out. So we get Karita next, and then hopefully Steiner. And Steiner, I'm really hoping we get that Fafnir. But I've got one more surprise for you. I was able to score at Adepticon the Battlefield Support Emplacements Pack. So this is the thing I was actually most excited about from Battletech. There's a couple other things I went to Adepticon for, like Steel Rift. I'll show you that in a separate video, possibly. There's a lot of Steel Rift videos out there, so when I get some stuff put together, I might do a video on it. Steel Rift is awesome. You should absolutely check it out, by the way. Death Ray Designs are a fantastic company. I'm not getting paid anything to say this. I just think that they are awesome, and I love what they're doing. And you should check out Justin the Arm Painter's videos. And if you want better reviews on these shitty premium minis, you should check out Dr. Bonsai. He does a better job than I do. But I didn't see that he'd reviewed those yet, so we're out. And I haven't seen a review of this at all. So you're getting an exclusive folks, an exclusive look at the Battlefield support. So we've got this massive pile of paperwork here. Let's go ahead and take a look at all this. I mean, this is like a playing card deck. We've got a bunch of stuff in here. So let's see what we've, oh my God. These, oh my God, that's a lot. Okay. Let's see if we can get this out all together in the, okay, there we go. There we go. That's the tick. All right, cool. All right. So, as much as I love Classic, I haven't played Classic in a very long time. Well, I played a couple rounds at Adepticon, and I remembered why I kind of stopped playing it. Classic's great, but it's not what I'm playing. So these are all for the Battlefield support rule set that's being implemented into Classic. So you've got a lot of those. I'm not going to go through all of them. I know that a lot of channels will do that. They'll go through and let you take pictures. We're already up to like 18 minutes of this video, so there you go. Now here's the Outstrike cards. So we've got light bunkers, AC2s, we've got LNG, we've got medium lasers. Let's just go through all these real quick. SRM4 turret, SRM6 turret, LRM5 turret, SRM6 turret, MRM turret. Oh, very cool. Okay, so you're seeing these pictures are different. I'll show you that in a second because this is actually super cool. Light sentry gun, heavy sentry gun. Of course, these cards are double backed. I'm just kind of flying through. Oh, there's the fortress turrets. Yeah, these things are badass. Okay, I'm super excited to throw these into some of the narrative games we play. And of course, you have your Castle Bryan emplacement. Yeah, that's absolutely bonkers. Okay, and then you've got another Castle Bryan. So that's our paperwork. Let's go to the minis that you actually want to see. When I first saw this, I thought this was so cool because you've got, first of all, you've got this little bunker right here and this little pillbox. And dude, you can throw this behind a wall or behind a building. If you're a GM, you plop it down whenever somebody walks past it for the first time. And it's just an awesome, nasty little surprise. This is such a cool little turret. This will be really fun to paint up and to throw at your players. So that's really cool. Now we've got the turrets themselves. This is the Castle Bryan base, and it feels like it. This is a chunky boy. So this bad boy goes on top of here. And this is one thing I've noticed, like these pegs, they have a really hard time going into these bases. Hopefully this will be really easier. I'm not sure if this is because this is just the first run problem, but it's hard to get them in there. And actually, with this one, I don't think I've been able to do it successfully to where it actually sticks in there. You can see a mold line right there. I think that's one of the only up there and there. I think that's the only one. I had to go somewhere though. It's got little turrets on the bottom, so this is super cool. So you might just have to set it on there, which I don't. Okay, that worked a little bit. Let's see if I can. I don't want to break it because I was only able to get one of these. I don't know. I think they're not coming out until like August for general release. I think they said around Gen Con for general. God damn it! Yeah. So I really. Oh, hold on a second. We've got these two little pegs here. Well, there's holes around the whole side, so it shouldn't. Oh, wait a minute. Have I been doing this wrong? Is that? No, I've been doing this absolutely right. No, it's the children that are wrong. So this might just have to like sit on top of there, I guess. If that's the case, I don't like that. I'm hoping they can get that fixed. I don't think Catalyst watches any of my videos because I don't just say nice things. I say things that are true. But if you are watching this box rules, I would like to be able to actually pop these things in and have them turn. So, same thing with the turret. You have to kind of like really jam it in there. And then once you do, it kind of has to stay put because if you turn it, it comes loose and pops out. It's not a ball and socket joint. It's a semicircle and resets. It's a convex and a concave semicircle. It's not a ball. It doesn't click in there. So that does kind of suck. What you might just have to do is set it up for the table and just, not turn the turret when it's on there. It's just got a 360-degree arc of fire. You know that. And this just kind of stays static, which, yeah, it's fine, but it's a turret. You want it to spin. So that's our Castle Bryan turret. Then we've got this bad boy. This bad boy does not go onto a hex base. It just stands still because I think the bottom pretty much is just a hex base. And then you've got, if I can get it out, you've got this smaller turret here, another quad laser, or quad whatever. I didn't look that part of the cards. It's a quad something. So it sticks pretty well. But like I said, if you want to turn it, it's going to pop out of there. So you might just have to kind of set it and forget it. So it's not too bad though. And then I'll do this turret next because the last turret's the one that I really love. So this is your like little sentry turret, quad medium lasers or quad smalls or really whatever you want to make it. And this is a great guy to kind of, he just kind of sits in there really. You could pop in here like that. And like, for example, you could have, let's say that like this is the entrance to a base. There's a wall like here and you could put both these things like behind the wall, and then the mechs come in and it's like, oh, surprise, we've got interior defenses, so suck on that. So that's very cool. Now this last one is one of my favorites. It's this modular turret we have here. And so if you want, and this is the one that I really hate popping on to these towers because it's got so many spindly bits and I don't want to break them because even though this plastic is pretty strong, I see my hands shaking. I don't want to. It's hard to pop in, and I don't like that. I might have to just take a hobby knife or maybe even a Dremel and ream that out a little bit more, or I might just have to cut off the bottom of this and magnetize it. But I do want the ability to pop in LRM turrets from the tank set because you're supposed to be able to do that, and I haven't tried that yet. We just got home from Adepticon, so that's. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pop that in, but you can kind of see what it would look like. This is a cool tower to like sit over. You can't even see my hands. This is a cool tower to like sit over a wall. And so the turret's always got partial cover and just launch shit out. It's a very cool design. I wish this would just kind of pop in, but it doesn't. And I'm not willing to break these while this is the only set I can get. Maybe down the road, we can do some modifications or whatever. Okay, so what I will do is I will use this base like it's sitting on the ground. Okay, so you've got just your simple like twin SRM4 turret. It's like, okay, but wait, there's more. We can pop on a second set of LRMs or SRM. I guess those would be SRM4s. you could probably play them as an LRM5 if you wanted to. It's like, oh wait, no, but I want this to be like really, really, really frustrating for my players. Oh, well, hey buddy, guess what? Now you've got 6 SRM4 packs. So that, yeah, that's if you're playing classic, that's 24 missiles that does 2 damage. That's really crazy. Or if you like asymmetry, kind of like I do, you could pop one of these bad boys off, and you could throw on here a here it is. This is like supposed to be like a twin, either medium or small laser for close and point defense. So you could do it that way, or you could do it. Another way that looks really cool is if you throw this on here, and then throw this on here. That looks really sick too. I like that a lot too, actually. I don't know how I'm going to do this one. I don't think I'm going to be gluing anything while I have one of these boxes. This is one of those things where it's like, I'm probably going to get a couple of these boxes just because if you have a big base, you're going to have lots of turrets, and I want to have lots of variety, and eventually, like, maybe glue some of these down so they're not always popping off. And then I can really get into the details of the painting. But this is a fantastic set. This is the kind of stuff that we need. These emplacements, we need a little more love for VTOLs, I think. I know that they're working on the aerospace rules. So I'd rather them take their time with that and get something playable than just try to force out some aerospace stuff. However, there are rules for VTOLs. So we've already got the Warrior. I'd love to see some Karnov love, some other stuff. These emplacements are awesome. This kind of stuff, absolutely. Keep throwing this shit out. They absolutely knocked it out of the park on the set conceptually. Now in practice, like I said, the one thing I've got to say is, in terms of the design, these holes and these pegs, they don't quite groove, especially this one. I'm going to have to do something about this one. But the fitment doesn't quite groove. And I don't know if this is because this is the initial run. I think they had like 90 or 100 of these boxes at Adepticon, and they all went pretty quickly. But either way, that's the real one issue, and it's something that can't be fixed with a hobby knife. You can absolutely do that. It won't take you very much time, but if you're someone that's averse to modifying your minis, or doesn't like to do anything like that, or you just don't have the time or the inclination, I understand that as well, and so that can be pretty frustrating. I get that, and you definitely don't want to break these things. If you're lucky enough to get one of these at Adepticon, you definitely don't want to break these things right now, because you're going to be waiting, between ostensibly 6 to 8 months to get another one. But I can show you at least what to expect when these do come out, and I think they're fantastic. A little bit of modification needed, but other than that, I think they're absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so as disappointed as I was, and usually am in the premium minis, we got some really good stuff this time. This Battlefield support, and then we got the new Davion pack. And the Davion pack was not just Adepticon. This is available to all. Both of these are. So Fortress Minis and Games is a great place to pick these up. I love supporting them. Those are great guys. They're on the CGL store, of course. I think they're a little bit cheaper on Fortress. And while you're at Fortress, you can also go pick up some decals and terrain and stuff. So those guys rule. I don't know about Ares. I don't shop there quite as much, but I don't know if they have these available or not yet. But anyway, yeah, shouts out to those guys, and shouts out to, excuse me, Death Ray Designs. I'll be making a separate video on them. Wait, did I just put that in the wrong place? Yeah, I did. I'll be making a separate video on Steel Rift, because that game, I got to play a demo. I picked up an introductory box, and that game looks awesome. I think those guys did a great job with that, and I'm really looking forward to see what they do in the future. I'm really pulling for those guys. They're just the nicest group of guys, and they make some great stuff. They a lot of their stuff can be used as proxies for Battletech. They make some great terrain, and the quality of their 3D prints is second to none. I asked what kind of resin they used, and I can't remember. It was one of the sun glues, but I can't remember the exact one. I wrote it down somewhere. Anyway, we're getting way off in the weeds. Thanks for watching this. I really hope these reviews helped you out. If it helps you decide to purchase or avoid something, that's why I put this on YouTube. I'm not here to get clicks or subscribers or get famous or anything. But if you know somebody who's on the fence about one of these products, or if you're looking at it, or if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. And like I said, if somebody's on the fence, send them this video. And then in a couple months, I'm sure Dr. Bonsai will have his, and then you should send them to Dr. Bonsai because he does a much better job than I do. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are going to have a great week ahead of you, and I hope you have had a great week behind you. We'll see you next time. Great weekend behind you. I can't talk.